Hello, this is Jeff from Railway City Hobbies, and today we're doing a review video on the Athearn Genesis SD60E. This is a Norfolk Southern locomotive that they have been rebuilding. So they are available right now, just currently released in two paint schemes. One is the Norfolk Southern First Responders version. That was the box, and a nice fancy artwork, and a very complicated paint scheme on this, as well as the standard SD60E in the 6900 series. So we're going to look at both of these, and we're going to go listen to the sounds and the lighting options on these locomotives. And then we're going to do the run by so you can actually see the detail up close, and then we'll do a pull bar and do a weight to figure out the weight of these locomotives. So with that, we'll get looking at the 911 First Responders version. So here we are with the Norfolk Southern SD60E. This one here is the First Responders version, number 911. And so this is a custom paint scheme on this locomotive. So this locomotive comes with rubberized MU hoses in the front here with the silver painted tips on both sides. Your train line airline hose here. McHenry coupler in front. This unit will have a snowplow with the yellow accented lift bars. You got coupler cut levers on the other side with the yellow accents on them. Yellow accented handrails going up to the front of the locomotive, going up to the front of the body here. LED ditch lights on the front. The white stripe on the sill of the anti-climber here. Individually applied grab irons going up the front of the locomotive. And there will be grab irons, again individually applied grab irons on the top of the hood here, or the top of the front. And you got your standing hatches on either side. On the side of the front side of this locomotive, you have perforated step tread with the yellow accented faces. Just zoomed in a little too close. And so you got your three branches. You got healthcare, fire, and police. You got the American flag on the front here. Bunch of insignias. You got honoring first responders and a ladder going down the side of this locomotive. You got right here, you'll see the speed recorder. Handbrake on the rear of the locomotive here. White sill going across the sort of white painted sill on this locomotive. You got your turbo bubble here with the part of an intake there. And you can also see your brake cylinders here. And you got your brake chain right here, your brake detail for the brakes, for the handbrake, that is. On the bottom you can see the perforations in the step tread. You have your fuel tank detail, your fill neck, and then you got your would be your sight glass there. around the back. Spare knuckle holders there and there. MU hoses on the rear with the silver tip. Your train line hose there. Grab irons here, and then grab irons going down the back of the hood here. Again, yellow accented handrails going down up to the deck, and then also on the side here as well. Coupler cut levers on the back, again yellow accented. LED ditch lights. Alright, so now we're down this side here. Again, you see the logos of the paramedics, fire, and police on this side of the locomotive. And you see the honor and first responders and the Norfolk Southern logo with the horse head there. White steel stripe on the bottom, a US flag in the front here. And again, number 911. And from the side here you can see the roller bearing trucks. These do not turn. And your fuel tank detail on the side here. On the top of the locomotive, you see the yellow painted radiator fans, yellow painted 5-chime horn, your dynamic brake here, which is not see-through, and you got a yellow painted antennae farm. You got 2 Sinclairs there, your end of train antennae there. I believe that would be end of train. There's 3 different size antenna, which is typically a end of train, but it looks like 3. I actually couldn't tell you. 3 Sinclairs. You got your 2 grab irons on the front of the locomotive on top. This is looks like an old 48-inch fan that for some reason Altoona decided when they rebuilt these to put these on. But this would be the intake cabinet here, where you got your fans, intake filters on this side and on this side as well. And you got your exhaust port on here. And you got also sunshades and your clear mirror here. So this is the 911 Honoring First Responders Edition. We'll do the run-by for this locomotive, and then we're going to do the regular paint scheme, SD60E. So we'll be right back. Alright, so now we have the standard Norfolk Southern edition. Much of the details are the same with a few exceptions. As you see, the front, still white sill stripe, yellow accented handrails, a lot of the same frontal detail. On the top there's actually more standing hatches, smaller ones but more of them, which we'll see. And let's do a slow go around here. A lot of the detail is identically the same. These are the same locomotive, just one has a special paint scheme to it. So the differences you start to see are on top. So again, on the front here, you can see two different small standing hatches on both sides here. The antenna farm is different. You just have a one standard Sinclair antenna here and a end of train antenna here, just a single one. Your fan is now see-through versus the other one, the actual it is see-through, but you couldn't really see much of the detail through the thick yellow paint. So there's your extra fan for the intake. And your back fans are black, still a 5-chime horn. So it's pretty straightforward on that one. Just the antenna array is different, and the standing hatches, other than that, it's pretty well the same locomotive. Alright, so we have the Athearn Genesis SD60E on a test track here, or a piece of track hooked up to the programmer. So this will automatically do the startup sequence as soon as I put track power on, so we'll do that now. So the startup sequence is done. We're going to use F9 to use the half volume. And then for F1, F2, which is the regular horn. And then there's a short horn, which is F3. The lighting effect in the front here, so that's your headlight. The dimmer is F7. F5 is your ditch lights. And when you sound the horn, the ditch lights will alternate flash. So now we're going to take off the half volume so that we can listen. We're going to notch this up so you can hear all the different notches. So we'll put this off. So we're at notch 8, we're going to start notching her back down. Alright, so we're back at idle. We're going to pick the locomotive up and spin it around so you can see the ditch lights from the rear. Alright, now that we got it spun around, rear lights and ditch lights. And again, when you sound the horn, the ditch lights will alternately flash. So that covers all the sound and lighting features, the main sound features. So next we'll do a pull test, so we'll be right back. Alright, so let's do the pull bar test now. Alright, first pull is 9,500. Second pull, we have ourselves the 95s again. And last pull. And we got ourselves the 95. So we're getting 95 consistently on the pull. And time for the push. It looks like we have a 105. And next one. I got 100 grams, 105. And the final one. And 105 again. So consistently we're getting 105 in a push and a 95 in a pull, which is a good number. Again, we just did the test on the scale trains C39-8, and we were getting the same, relatively the same numbers. So let's weigh this, and I'll give you my final thoughts, and we'll be right back. So the Athearn SD60E weighs in at 560 grams, or 19.8 ounces. So that would leave it with a 5.6 to 1 weight to pull bar ratio. This is exceptional. This is on the same level as a Bowser SD40, the C39-8 that Scale Trains just produced, or the SE40 from Scale Trains, as a matter of fact. The LED lighting is nice and bright, and not too bright, but the right amount of brightness. The paint is crisp and clear on the Locomotive. Some people will find on the yellow fans that the paint looks thick, and from anyone that had tried painting yellow on anything, it is hard to cover, so you have to put more coats, so it may look a little thicker. I like the truck design here, where the square bushings. That design has been used by Athearn for many years. They went away from that, and I didn't find them as reliable or as quiet as the previous ones. I like the blue boxes where that truck design was initially used. The issue with the old blue boxes was their motors were noisy, and they were more open, like instead of a can motor you had an open frame type motor. So now you have the new technology of the new motors, and using the tested and tried reliable trucks, that you have a good package. It pulls really well, it runs nice and smooth and quiet, and you have the always prototypically detailed Athearn Genesis quality. So with this, this ends this part of the review. We will be showing another video hopefully in the coming week. We're going to change one and actually take a DC one and install a 21-pin locks down into it with a locks down speaker in it, and we'll do a comparison on the sound, and we'll also show exactly what's involved in putting it in. And also we will be doing a video on the Rapido mid-train dome cars. We're just going to do a short video on that. Show some of the lighting, the features. There's too many road names to show, so we're not going to take them all out and take a video of all of the different paint schemes. So with that, that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Happy modeling.